Hello everyone, today we are going to be painting a white scars, missing a hand, and no weapon. So basically the backstory behind this guy is that he is trapped on a planet, left to die, without his helmet, and he's just to defend himself. So let's get to it. So what you're going to need today, you're going to want a cream white paint and a desaturated blue paint, and finally you'll want a red paint. That's not finally, never mind, I lied. Then you'll also want your base, or not base, but whatever this is, it helps you hold your miniatures. Miniature stand. Nope, that's not the name either. Then you'll also want some skin tone. Then you'll also want some Bugman's Glow. And then, now you want some black paint. If I can find mine. Oh yeah, there it is. You'll want some black paint. Any kind of black paint. And then, what color should we use next? I think that should be it for now. Oh, yeah, and a yellow paint. You'll also want a yellow paint. Okay, let's get oh, and then you'll also want your dry palette. Now let's get into the paintbrushes. First off, you'll want a very, very small, neat paintbrush. Like this one. Yes, I got a new paintbrush. So nice. Gotta keep it nice. And then, last but not least, you'll want a dry brush. If I can find mine. No, not this one. Hold on. I need to clean my dry brush. Okay, no. I guess we'll have to just make a new dry brush. Like this one. Nah. How about we get this? Yeah. Okay. So, the way that you make a dry brush, you can either buy one, or you can just get a thick brush and just cut it into like a sphere shape. And then preferably what you would want to do is, for priming, is to prime it in either gray and do a zenithal highlight. Or if you want it to be very contrasty and look good on camera, do it black and then zenithal highlight it with a white or cream. And then you just wash it all down with a blue. But I'm all out of spray paint, and I've been that way for a while, like at least 2 months. So we're just gonna be using no spray paint. And so, oh yeah, and you'll also want some blood for the blood god for the hand, maybe some of the face, stuff like that. Oh, and then, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, we don't need brown. Brown does not needed right now. Okay, so what you'll want to do is you'll want to get, sorry, I'm coming down with a cold, so if I sound weird, that's why. You'll want to get some white paint, tone it down, with the desaturated blue. Maybe add a little bit of black like I did. Should look like this. And this will be our base coat. Oh, and then you'll also want a rag to wipe off all the paint. Now, you might say, oh, and why are you not in school? You should be in school right now. That's because school hasn't started for me yet. Okay, just do an all over base coat of this color. Even on the face, yes. Maybe we could thin it down a little. Could use a little thinning down. There we go. Okay. And then just keep on base coating until you get the whole thing base coated. Now, if you used an airbrush with this mix, that'd help a lot, but I don't have an airbrush, and my videos will not ever use an airbrush. We will only use a paintbrush. Why? Because I actually enjoy the painting of the hobby, unlike some people. You don't get as much fun when you airbrush. Oh, and like I love to say, my videos are for beginners, by a beginner. So make sure you hit that subscribe button because we're on the road to 20 subscribers, which is so exciting. For me, at least. I know you guys probably think it's really small, but to me, it's 20 whole people that watch my videos. Isn't that cool? Well, this fell off the head knot, so we'll just attach that once we're done painting the figurine. Okay, there we go. So next, what we want to do is we want to get, we want to get some of the cream white again. Put a little bit more into this mixture. And then we'll also wait for the figurine to dry. So while we do that, we'll just make this mixture. And it's slightly brighter. So how about we just get this, put it over here. And you might say, oh, and you're wasting so much paint. Why would you do this? I'm not good at conserving paint, I promise. And I'm just got $100, so I'm about to buy some more paint. And some more miniatures. I'm so excited for that. Okay, it's almost dry. Now, let's put it up to the lamp a little bit so it will dry faster. And I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can actually see what it looks like. Looks like this so far. Very nice, very nice. So, just let it dry. And we just wait. So, please make sure to hit that subscribe and like button. Really shows my videos to more people that need to hear them or see them so they can learn how to paint figurines better. And of course, it's not just Warhammer figurines, and eventually I will get the more expensive figurines and I will make it even easier and easier and easier as long as I go and make my YouTube videos. Okay, guys, and this video is almost 10 minutes, damn. And this video is already 10 minutes. Wow, that felt really short. It's about dry. If you ever want your miniatures to dry faster, you can do one of two things. Get hair dry it, but not on the high setting. Or you can just get your mouth, put it near your mouth, not in your mouth, and blow hot air on it. And then, let's get our dry brush out. Then we're just gonna dry brush all over the top. Now you might say, Owen, you're taking the easy way out. You're just dry brushing. Don't worry, we'll get to highlighting, edge highlighting. Okay, so we're just combining these two techniques today with edge highlighting and dry brushing. Oh, and you might wonder, oh, Owen, what are we painting? We're painting a white scar. Awesome. Sorry if I didn't mention that. I think I might have. I don't know. And you might say, Owen, why are you so upbeat for being sick? That's because I haven't made a video in a while. And I am excited to get this guy finished. And show all of you the best way to paint a white scar. Well, not the best way, but the best way for beginners, at least. Okay, there we go. Then, look at it. Doesn't that look so badass? Okay. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to get our cream color. And we're just going to put a little on the paint palette. Just pure cream color. A very white cream color. Almost like whipped cream color. Actually, that looks exactly like whipped cream. Yeah, you want to get a whipped cream paint. What I'm using is Folk Art matte finish. Hold on. Doesn't really show what the paint color is. Okay, we'll just try to find this one, okay? We're just going to be edge highlighting all the edges. But first, we gotta let it dry. Almost went bad right there. I'm gonna go take it outside. Okay, it's dry now. It should be dry enough to edge highlight. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get a little bit. Don't thin this paint, okay? I mean, you can if you really want to, but you'll have to do multiple coats, which no one wants to do. Which we're not going to be just edge highlighting. It's going to be like an edge highlighting mixed with non-metallic metal technique. So basically, that's what we're doing. And yes, I am making this up as I go. Don't worry. Most paintings come out really well as you make it up while you go. And if you need reference pictures, that'd work very well for you. I don't usually use reference pictures, but they do help me. Okay. And just continue edge highlighting all over. You really just want to get like a edge highlighting non-metallic metal kind of technique. And there has to be no blending involved, okay? You don't need to blend once. I promise. Maybe you will. I don't know. Like I said, I'm making this up as I go. But I'll try not to have you guys blend because I suck at blending because I'm a beginner. And I'm assuming you guys will also suck at blending unless you're a god or something. Okay, almost done. With the legs, at least. Okay. Then, now we're going to move upper. So, just try to edge highlight as best as you can. That's why we got the small pointed paintbrush. Okay? Nice and neat, too. It's best if you only use this paintbrush for edge highlighting. Or small base coats. Like, for example, when we do the spikes, I will be using this paintbrush. And, sorry, what you'll want to do is just basically get this edge highlighting paintbrush. Okay. Okay, and this is the perfect spot to stop, okay? Now we're gonna move on to the next step. Get our dry brush, and very, very thoroughly dry brush it off, okay? Okay, you just wanna do an all over. Now, you might say, oh, and you're taking the easy way out again. I know I am, okay? It's just, I don't want this video to take forever. It's already been 19 minutes. I want this to be quite short. But you can go ahead and edge highlight if you want to. That's not what I'm gonna do. But yeah, if I had the time, I would. Okay, there we go. It should look something like this. Very nice. Then you're just gonna want to take this and just do the absolute highest edges. You can either do this with this white, the cream white, or a pure white. One of the two. Make the edges extra defined. Especially in the front. It'll help if you do it in the front. Okay, there we go. Should look something like this. And next, we're going to finally start with the red. So just get a little bit of the red. Then just paint the edges of the shoulder pads. And if you have one of those old, like dotted shoulder pads, don't really know how to describe it, you can just easily paint each dot with a red. Okay, and you just want to continue going over with the red. And then, let's try this. Now, I would probably put on a podcast if I wasn't making a video. So, choose any podcast, put it on an audiobook, do something. It's very boring when you just listen to nothing and you focus on this. Just have something playing in the background, okay? And each mistake is fixable. Happy accidents, just like Bob Ross. Like what he said, except he killed people. Actually, no, he didn't, but some people believe that, which is stupid, in my opinion. Okay, then next, we're gonna just do a lightning bolt over the chest. But first, before we do that, we are going to do this. There we go. Then time for one more, but on the other leg. Play your favorite playlist off of Spotify or iTunes. Do that. Maybe just sit here in silence and think about what you want to do. How you're going to fix what I've done. Because you can always just do that. Maybe you can improve on your painting. If you do, find out more techniques. Always comment it down. And I will give you credit when I use it. Okay? Or at least I'll try to give you credit. Okay, now that we've got all that done, we are basically just going to go over. We are going to rinse off our paintbrush really, really well because the red paint is very pigmented. And we're just going to fix all the mistakes with this color, the pure cream color. That's about done with this part. Now it's time for the yellow lightning bolt. Now it looks more like a scribble. I'm going to keep it like that. And that's about it. 25 minutes. We are good. And if you want to improve on it, you can. I will make a part 2 in about a week. So, let's get it done.